Well, good morning, Bayside. It is July the 21st, and as always, it's great to be with you here at the movies. And these, Bayside, are your weekly announcements. You know, folks, we are in the midst of the transition to our new facility on Blocker Drive. There's a lot going on, so we're going to ask Pastor Gene to give us the latest update. Pastor Gene?
Thanks, Keith. Hey, Bayside Auburn. I'm standing here in our almost finished new worship and ministry center. You're going to see that the paint's on the wall. The lights are in the process even today of going in. So there's a few details left to figure out, like, for example, I'm not going to touch that. But I also want you to be able to see, like over here, this is the coolest place. I am so excited about it. You guys are going to love it. I can't wait till we're in here for the first time. We have our first worship service. Riley and the band and Rico and Matt and everyone's up here just going for it in terms of leading us in worship. Open up the Word of God and imagining all of you coming for our grand opening and bringing your friends here and filling this space up. It's going to be an absolutely incredible and awesome space for us to be able to get into. So we just have one last thing that we got to complete. I want to just direct your attention up to the ceiling. You can see the HVAC system with the ductwork, the cooling system, the air intake system that was in this space. This room was originally planned when the owners put this building together. They were envisioning this being an office complex. So you can imagine numbers of people that would be in here with cubicles and workspace and so on. And they had, two of these kinds of units up on the ceiling to take care of everything, which would have been perfect. But with this now becoming a worship center and having ministry center on the other sides of these walls, they had to radically, according to the city of Auburn, and we don't disagree, had to radically increase the HVAC system and the air intake and airflow system. So it comes with a price tag. You can see that there's now 5 or 6 new systems of ductwork and HVAC units that are up on the rooftop with the corresponding airflow, pieces here. And it's going to make our Sunday experiences and experiences during the week much, much more comfortable, whether it's cooler or warmer, during that season of the year. All of that comes with a price tag. And so the owners have been incredibly generous. They fronted most of the money for us so we could get in here. But this system came with a price tag of about $40,000. And so we agreed. It's not really their expense. It's our expense to cover. And so what we want to do is pay them back as quickly as possible. We've agreed to these terms that we would come up with $25,000 in order to take possession and get the keys, which really you can see we're almost done. That could happen within days in terms of their being at a time point when they could hand the keys over to us. We just simply have to come up with the first $25,000 of that total $40,000. Once we've given them $25,000, they'll hand the keys over to us. We'll move in. We'll start worshiping here. We're going to fill this place up. And then within 45 days, we'll give them the last $15,000. What's really cool about our church, and I love this about our church, we have some of the most generous people that I've ever been around. And within 1 week of making that announcement of this need, we already have $10,000 that's been donated. We only need another $15,000. So I want to ask you to pray about it. Talk to God, talk to your family. See if there's something you can do, whether it's a little bit or a lot, but together we can get over the top and quickly start worshiping here with our children, youth, and our adults. It's going to be an incredibly great experience here. We're looking forward to it. Back to you, Keith.
One of probably the most important things that we bring you every week is how we stay connected here at Bayside. And we use something like this, and it's called the connection card. Please take a moment to fill out that card with any updates. Maybe you've changed your email, you have a phone that's changed, and most importantly, if you have any prayer requests, and we got a great report this week that people are really writing down their prayer requests, things on their heart, things that are in their life. Make sure you do that. And also too, if you have praises, we want to hear about the praises. Communicating with God and seeing how He's working in your life is so important. And when you get done with that card, you can drop that along with your tithes and offerings in the Joy Box. Or if you'd like to give online, you can use this email right here. Also too, you can connect with us on the website. And if you ever have any questions during the week about what's going on at church, you can check it out on Facebook, but also too, you can call the office. There's just a lot of ways that we want to make sure that we're staying connected here at Bayside during the week, in between Sundays at the movies.
Coming up on July 24th through the 26th, we'll be going to our camp called Hello, My Name is Camp. It's going to be $85 to go. We'd love to see you there. We're going to have jet skis. We're going to have some boats and stuff to ride in on the water, because that's what boats do. Sign up today, $85, July 24th through the 26th. Hello, my name's Camp. Be there.
I can't stop.
So we've got an important announcement. On August 4th, that's a couple weeks from today, you can see we're standing in front of the Auburn Garden Theater. Now, many of you thought we were going to have another picnic, but actually in 2 weeks, we're going to have one combined service at this outdoor amphitheater, which is right near the library down the street. That's going to be 9:30 on August 4th, so you want to bring your lawn chairs, maybe some blankets, and while Gene's talking, you can bring maybe your favorite lawn game. No, don't bring any games. We got to listen to Gene. But that's August 4th at 9:30. One service at the movies is going to the Auburn Garden Theater outside. See you then. All right, we're finishing up another segment here of the announcements. If you see Clark, you tell him I want him to be here next week. Hey, just a couple things. We got some more t-shirts out in the lobby, so if you haven't got your Bayside Auburn t-shirt, make sure you do that. And you know what? We've been encouraging everyone to be out in the community, just talking about where you go to church when you have the opportunity. And this week, the Auburn Journal invited folks from Bayside, Pastor Gene and some of the staff, and they were given the Best of the Best award for the church in Auburn.
Any words? Yay, go church!
Now, how cool is that? So we're doing a good job, so we want to continue as we're at the movies during this transition to our new building to let people know who we are when we meet. So keep up the great work, and we'll see you next week. And those, Bayside, were your weekly announcements.